Hey there, it's Joe from Oops All Games here, and today we've got another review written and adapted for video by me. What game are we talking about, you say? Well, it's none other than Big Helmet Heroes, the newest title from Exalted Studios. It's worth noting all gameplay you see has been captured on PlayStation 5 Pro. But anyways, let's get started. Surprisingly enough, Big Helmet Heroes is not a new IP. It originally came from a mobile game released in 2022 titled Big Helmet Heroes PvP Arena. This mobile venture went in the direction of a 3D fighting game, a trial by combat to determine whose head was truly the largest. But now in 2025, these big brain warriors are making their way to console in the newest game, simply titled Big Helmet Heroes. What purpose do these gargantuan minds have for setting out on a quest? Well, their princess is gone, so naturally it's up to you to get her back from the evil forces of the land. Across the 20 levels you'll play through, you'll encounter a varied gallery of creatures to fend off. Whether they be goblins with bombs, shields, or swords, or sentient barrels with spitting blades all around, the enemies never feel too stale through the run of the game. As you're playing the game, it will quite often feel like the Xbox 360 hit Castle Crashers, which is in no way an insult to this game. Things feel absolutely solid as you go along a side-scrolling beat-em-up journey. Big Helmet Heroes feels a lot like a spiritual successor to Castle Crashers, and it does that really well. What the game also does really well is the inclusion of couch co-op multiplayer. You and a friend can sit down and plow through this entire adventure in a sitting if you so wish, and that's when the game is at its best. Getting to enjoy a purely fun little romp in a fantasy world where your characters have disproportionately sized heads is nothing short of a good time. Emphasis on short. It is a quicker game, meaning you can finish it in 3 to 5 hours depending on your playstyle, but every second has something unique that makes you want to keep coming back. It doesn't overstay its welcome because of this, but it also leaves players satisfied when the credits roll. And if you don't have any friends to play this with, worry not, as there is a single player mode. But playing a game like this just doesn't feel the same without a buddy next to you cracking up at every little detail you see throughout the game. The combat mechanics play things safe, not being too unique, but not at all simplistic. Along your journey, you'll encounter new characters to play as. These characters each have unique stats and abilities. For example, there's Giant. His noggin is by far the largest, and so is the rest of him. Because of this, his movement speed isn't the fastest, but his attack damage is higher than other heroes. There's also Ray, a more rogue type character. He is faster and can dodge effortlessly, but his attack damage is lower to counteract it. To make things more interesting, there are also a ton of various weapons scattered throughout each level, each doing vastly different things. You can get a druid staff for more mystical attacks, an electric fly swatter that can stun any nearby enemies, and even wielding 2 carrots to show off your close combat skills. There are also ultimate attacks that can drastically turn the tide of battle. Each character has access to a unique power that can be unleashed when a meter is full. This includes, but not limited to, turning enemies into sheep and growing ever so large to stomp on everything in your way. If there's any real complaints I have about the game as a whole, it would have to be how sometimes, for seemingly no reason, characters can just kind of teleport after being revived in co-op mode. I would sometimes spawn exactly where my buddy was and he would get sent in a completely different direction, and vice versa. It's slightly annoying trying to find where your character is, but it's not the end of the world for a game like this. But aside from the one little thing I noticed, this game is one to truly have some fun with. If you in any way enjoyed Castle Crashers, I would recommend giving this game a shot. There will be more similarities than not, and after a while it may start to drag for a bit, but as long as you have someone to experience the game with, it'll be a good time for all involved. Who knows, maybe it'll be a surprise hit of 2025. Guess time will tell. If you're interested in playing Big Helmet Heroes for yourself, it is available right now for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And that was our review of Big Helmet Heroes. But of course, we want to know, are you interested in trying this out? And if so, are you taking things on by yourself, or are you grabbing a friend? Head on over to the comments section and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all things Oops All Games and News Channel 20.